Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Inside the trenches.
Dentro de las trincheras.
Inside the trenches.
Well, hello, somebody. Welcome back to Inside the Trenches. It's your host, Marlon Big Favorite, and we live here at the Loyola Studio in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. And we want to take this time to thank our sponsor for this segment. That's right, N.U.T.T System. Be sure to check out N.U.T.T System on Instagram at health.nut1. And then you can also visit their website at www.healthnutsystems.com. Y'all been seeing my Instagram. Y'all been seeing me flex and do all that good stuff. Well, I got the Elixir Fixer in here right now. Joining us is Dr. Kendra Andrus, the founder, co-founder, her and her husband, founders of N.U.T.T System, based right here out of Louisiana. Dr. Kendra, thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, indeed. So let's jump right into it because this is what I've been getting most of the questions about. Let's go ahead and get our close-up. Y'all got it? Speed Up 360, an all-natural product. We're going to talk about our athletes with this in a second, but just for our novice person training, just trying to lose weight, get in shape, talk to them about Speed Up 360.
So Speed Up
365, I'm sorry.
is a holistic, natural, organic plant-based supplement that helps you burn fat and gives you lots of energy. And it also helps with mental clarity because it has that matcha green tea in the formula. So for individuals that's trying to burn fat and they want to have more muscle than fat, this would be the perfect supplement for them.
Yeah, and y'all, I know I talk about this a lot, and I'll be honest, I do work out too, but it's the way I feel on the product, and it's everything that they have in there, from the turmeric to the green tea, the pepper. Now, it is a blend of spices that, we ain't gonna let y'all know about that, but the most important thing is it's all natural. What we do at Conquer Sports a lot, we talk to our student athletes about nutrition.
Yes.
And what you should eat. And I know sometimes Coach ain't the best example for that, with some of my meals, but they see me working out and they see me doing my vitamins and my supplements. We talk about spices, son Brock all the time.
Yes.
Brock came on the show. We had to say, Brock, he had to see my little pictures to be like, all right, Coach, I'm trying to tell you. But student athletes are able to use the Speed Up 365. Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. It's perfectly safe. And what it is that we went into the kitchen. There's spices all in the kitchen, and we put those spices together to create a synergy. And then that's when we created Speed Up 365. So it just does what it does. It's perfectly safe. It's not going to contraindicate with any medication that any of the athletes may be taking. So it's just a win-win situation, If they're being drug tested, hey, it's okay because it's spices. It's things that we cook with every day. However, we just had the knowledge to kind of put it together and boom, here it is.
And I think that is important. And I do notice when I went to your Instagram, I saw some of the meals you prep. For the person that's saying, hey, I want to get on this product, but I want to turn up. I want to be able to maximize that opportunity. Do you have a food system or a schedule that they could follow to be able to, while they're taking the product, to be able to use it to its full potential?
Yes, we definitely have that. We also want to be aware that it does curb your appetite. So be aware of that. So we advise everyone to eat before you take the supplement because you're going to go through the day and you're like, did I forget to eat? Yeah, so it does turn off that signal in the brain and it gives you that feeling that you're full. So we advise you to eat before you take the supplement and always eating at least 2 meals a day. You don't have to do 3, especially now that it's getting really hot. Yeah, so you don't want to overdo it and pick those meals that are very heavy. You want to eat a little lighter, however, just kind of snacking in between because you want to give your digestive system time to rest. I know we've been told 3 meals a day, but it takes at least 24 hours for the meal to digest. So by the time you wake up in the morning, that food that you ate the day before is still digesting. So you haven't gotten rid of that. So when you're having a bowel movement, that's not the food that you ate last night. That was maybe the night before.
Makes sense. Chris, Chris is a student here. He might want to get on. You got any questions about the Elixir Fixer?
Chris is pretty slim, so
Yeah.
he would probably benefit from
benefit.
the mental clarity,
Right.
the mental clarity and the energy.
Well, that kind of, and I'll get back to this with our student athletes, but Chris will probably be a better person for the still body.
Yes.
This you build muscle with right here. So
It does.
yeah, so
Yes.
let's go ahead and segue to the still body now. I do know that a lot of athletes watch this show. Definitely check with your team doctor,
Yes.
team nutritionist about this. Give them this bottle. This
And
is
all
for my
the
guys that's trying to
ingredients.
get gains, right? Gain
Yes.
muscle. This one kind of got me, Doc, right? Because just recently with the NFL, for the Super Bowl, we all had our health checkup. So we
Okay.
did the whole deal, and I tilted the scale a little heavier. But come to find out, I did put on a lot of muscle mass. So it wasn't a lot of fat. So that was when I was taking both of these products, y'all.
Oh, boy.
I was rolling with both of them. And Doc, I did take this at night a couple times. I was up a little bit. I know you said in the
wow.
morning and afternoon, Marlon. So these two, but I put on a lot of muscle gain with the total body. Talk to us about this concoction, Doc.
Oh, wow. So Still Body, my husband was like, can you formulate something that'll help men burn fat and build muscle and kind of help with the midsection, because we know that's where the disease lies, in the gut and the midsection. So it was 4th of July, maybe like 2 years ago. And I was like, okay. And I went in there and I started putting things together in my medicine room. And then that's how Still Body was created. So it burns fat, it builds muscle, increases mental clarity. It helps with energy. It helps with bowel consistency. It helps with overall wellness. And it also helps with the libido for some men. So we have to tell you that. So plant-based medicine just does what it does. And so it's just a wonderful product. We refer to it as the panacea of wellness. So it gives you anything that you need. So if Mr. Marlon is lacking energy, it's going to be like a science. I'm going to give him energy. If you're lacking Chris, right? If you're lacking mental clarity, it's gonna. I'm gonna give Chris mental clarity. So the pill basically figures out what you need, and it's amazing. It's just like it has a mind of its own.
If y'all are just tuning in Inside the Trenches, we're joined by Dr. Kendra Andrus. Be sure to check her out. Look, they got the website up. All these products are on sale right now. You can check them out at healthnutsystem.com. And listen, we're talking about these are my faves, right? These are the ones I've been on, but she also has CMOS. They have some teas to detox your liver, certain other muscle recovery products and things of that nature. So give us a little background, because I'm at the website right now. I'm checking out you and your husband. Y'all both look fit. Y'all both look into it. Back in 2019 was when you guys established this. So take us back to the beginning.
Yes, so in 2019, I was looking for something to do where I can help people live healthier lives, but more on a holistic level, because I know that we're triune beings. We're natural, we're physical, we're spiritual. So I wanted to take a holistic approach and work with some medical doctors as well, so we can do an integrative approach so that people can live longer and stronger. So that's what we wanted. So we created, he named the business after me, Kendra Lynn's Health Nut System. And that's how it came about. Now, he is a health nut. He's more of a health nut than I am.
Come on.
Yes, he's a clinical therapist. He's more of the mind and the psychology. I'm more of the body piece. So together we create Kendra Lynn's Health Nut System. So year to date, we formulate 90 remedies. And actually, Still Body has its own website, stillbody.org. That's the only product on that website, stillbody.org, and then the other products are on healthnutsystem.com.
Right. So I want to make that clear, because we do have this on the show notes. So stillbody.org has its own website. Visit it to get its products. You can order it right now. This is for my guys who want the muscle gains. Now look.
Yes.
Excuse me. The summer is here. Right? And I'm not saying that this is going to work in 2 weeks, but if you give yourself a few weeks, somebody, consistently, you will feel the difference. That is something I can go ahead. Go ahead, run your thing.
Yes. So, my first question is, how fast you think this could potentially progress if I be consistent with this Still Body medicine? And also, the second question will be, what was my second question? My second question is, just answer the first question first.
Okay, sure. So
like that.
every individual is different. So all of us have a different, body makeup. So it may take one person longer than the other. But generally speaking, out of all the people that have tried it, they notice a difference in maybe 2 days with their energy level. That's the first thing you're going to notice. Like, I'm clearer, I'm thinking more clearer, and my energy level is up. So that's in a couple of days. As Mr. Marlon said, if you're consistent, maybe 2 weeks where you begin to see your physique change, because it's going to kind of take your body contour and streamline it. So you're never going to look like him, and he's never going to look like you. But whatever you have, it's going to accentuate that. Did I answer your question?
Yes. Okay. The other two questions just popped up.
Okay.
So my second question is, how many pills a day that you could take with the Still Body pill, and also, where can you get this from?
Okay, so we recommend 2 capsules per day. Now, there's some individuals that have tried it and they said, I can only do 1, doc. And some of those people have been female. Some of those people have been a smaller frame. So they opted out to do 1 capsule per day. But the recommended dosage is 2 capsules per day, usually before you eat, because it will also trigger to you that you're full and you're going to forget to eat. So eat first and then take them. And you can find this particular product, Still Body, on stillbody.org.
Okay.
Yeah, and once individuals try it, they come back and they come back and they come back because you really like the way you feel.
Yes. Thank you so much. That definitely answers my question.
But
You're welcome.
Chris ready for that still body. Chris
Yes,
like, oh yeah,
yes.
this ain't playing around with him. Yo,
Gotta
that
flex a
brought the
little
beach.
bit, you know.
Recovery. It's summertime. Football season's coming up. Right now, a lot of the athletes are hitting the levees and doing heavy weightlifting. Recovery is important. Talk to us about recovery and your recovery products as well.
Yeah, so actually, both of those products are designed to give you recovery. Both of them.
Look at that. Answers
Both of
right here
them.
in front of me.
Both
Hello,
of them.
somebody.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
And that's important because while they are losing weight, while they are, building their muscle and really starting to shape their body, that recovery time is important, especially with the heat, right?
Yes.
It's 90 some odd degrees right now, and you have to be able, like what we used to always do, we would do like the pre-workout shakes, right? Then there would be the post-workout shakes. But a lot of that sugar is loaded with sugar, so this is more of a natural recovery as
It's
opposed
all natural,
to,
yes.
yeah, that's good. That's fire. So listen, if y'all want to remember, it's a few things I want y'all to get together here. You have the Health Nut System website, which will have that pop up here on our screen. Check it out. These are some of the products. I talked about the sea moss. One product that I really appreciate that Dr. Kendra hooked me up with as well is the oils. Like being able to have the essential oils, that mix. I smell that cinnamon, and I know cinnamon something in there.
Cinnamon is in there.
Definitely in there. But just that stuff, it make and even the way it makes my skin feel. Like I struggle with like acne and stuff like that on my skin. I just felt like pure with the oils. I like that concoction, so they could get that on the Health Nut System site.
Yes. That's you're referring to the slim down belly.
The slim down belly. I knew it was something. Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah. So you rub the oil on there, which is our oil blend, and then you wrap your belly with the reusable green wrap, and then you just let it do what it does. There's no time frame as to like you should wear longer or shorter. Just wear it and wipe it off when you finish and lay it out to dry, and that's it.
I'm telling y'all, that's the one right there. So like, I want to recap this for y'all a little bit. Remember, muscle gains, recovery, the whole 9. You want to roll with the still body. There you go. Y'all got that. Look at. That's how I'm gonna look. That like that dude right there, right? And then for our athletes, this is very important for our Conquer players. You could use the speed up. You could use the speed up 365. Take 2 capsules. I'm warning you. She just tried to warn you. I done made a mistake. I didn't eat till about 3:15 today because I did not eat. I took this, didn't eat nothing. I had this on the empty belly. I was working today. I was working on the script and doing certain stuff. I looked up. I didn't. So I'm just telling you right now, this stuff slows down in a natural way. And it's some of the nutrients and stuff you need anyway. You need these herbs in your life, right, Doc?
Yes, that's a good point you made. I wanted to ask you a question. So you took it on an empty stomach. Did you get sick?
No. My stomach did. I felt like the hunger pain like around 1:30.
1:30.
Yeah. And I would usually take a second capsule, but I realized I didn't eat. I wanted to. So this is what I've been doing, y'all, just so y'all can peep me out. And y'all, for the product, y'all can check my Instagram stories now. I got them saved. Check me out. I got it. No shirt, baby. No shirt summer. But I took one this morning. Now, I did drink water. And
good.
I want to say I did have total beet juice, too.
Okay.
That's what I did have. And I just kept going.
Wow.
And I picked up Lil Man from summer camp. And I'm like, oh, snap. I got to grab it. At this point, it's 2:45. We leaving there. And I didn't really eat well, we had to figure out what we was gonna eat till about 3:15.
Did you realize you had eaten?
Didn't realize it. That's the
That's
part.
so funny.
It was just, and it might have been part of me being on a go today, but yeah, this is my normal routine. This is in my. I have like 3 of these left. Yeah,
I have to refill you.
I got to refill. So the product, I am a living testament of these products definitely working, but it's gotta be consistent. You can't pop one on Monday and say
Definitely.
3 weeks later, hey, I was taking it. No, this is a lifestyle switch, right, Doc?
Yes, it is. And that's one of the biggest problems that doctors have, whether they're holistic doctors, naturopathic doctors, or medical doctors, is non-patient compliance. If we tell you to take 2 capsules a day, unless it does something different to you, then take 2 capsules a day. Consistency is the key, and paying attention to the directions on the bottle or with the supplement.
Hey, y'all heard it right here. Well, she is Dr. Kendra Andrus. Thank you so much for coming on the show again.
Amen.
Y'all need to be a
amen.
health nut. Remember, y'all need to visit both sites. That's stillbody.org. Get yourself right. You can get it right and keep it right, baby. And be sure to also visit healthnutsystem.com. They have all the information you need right there on the show. And hey, you gonna hear her voice in her product each week here on the show. But she won't be a stranger. She definitely gonna come back. Y'all give it up for Doc, baby. Thanks for coming.